don't want to be Mr. Bad Guy, and nobody wants to feel like that. You're her peer, your coworker, not her mom. So you don't want her to feel like that. Okay, well, what we're going to do
Like
is,
her low self-esteem. That's what I mean. I don't want to go and crush this girl anymore.
right, exactly. Okay, what we're going to do is I'll be the coworker, and we'll this will be a situation in which I'll be defensive, a little bit defensive and not willing to take feedback. And let's kind of
Okay.
have that conversation. So go ahead and tell me something, as if I was your coworker, maybe there's something that you need me to do, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Janet, Mrs. Miller asked me to ask you if you could please submit the lesson plans for this whole unit and make sure that each member has a copy, and make sure that you include all of our TEKs and our coordinated lessons in there. Can you go ahead and do that by Friday?
Well, I don't think it's fair that I have to do the lesson plans because I don't feel like Miss Miller carries her weight anyway. And I think that I shouldn't have to do them and she can do them herself.
Okay, well, I'm letting you know what Miss Miller told me, and you have to remember that we're all supposed to take turns. Like, I get that you think that it's not your responsibility, but you know that we rotate lesson plan duties every week.
Well, I have a lot going on. I have a lot of personal issues going on, and I don't have
We
time for
all
that right
have a
now.
lot of personal issues going on.
Well, I can't do it. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I just don't want to do it.
I just really want you to get the experience more than anything, you know? That way you know how to document the new form that we're required to do. And I
Well,
don't want you to stay behind because they're going to do a lesson plan check. Administration is going to go check that box. You're going to make Miss Miller look bad. You're going to make the whole team look bad.
well, I think people make me look bad all the time, and I've only been here 2 years, so I should have an exemption. I think that you guys should be picking up more of the slack and teaching me rather than making me do the work.
I don't think that anybody is leaving slack behind when it comes to lesson plans because we've all been on time, Janet. You're the only one that hasn't turned in this semester's lesson plans. I mean, it's your responsibility to catch up what you're behind with, but you also have to remember that in rotation, you're next in line to do what is required of you. This is a team responsibility, and it's good for team building rapport with everybody in our department. I
Okay.
feel like I'm not getting across to you, Janet. Like, I don't know if it's something personal that's going on. Is it something personal with me?
No, I just think I have a lot on my plate right now, and I just don't know
That's
how to
totally
deal with anything.
understandable.
I just
But we
don't
all
know how to
feel.
deal anymore, and I feel like I'm just not motivated when it comes to work. I just don't want to be here anymore, and it's just hard for me. This is not my priority.
Yeah, I can understand what you're going through with your personal life and your situation. You know, we're all aware of that. And I personally have gone through that, but for me, at least in my situation, work was my way out. Work served as my escape when I was able to do that. Like, I sense that you're seeing work as an additional responsibility, but you know what? Like, you're not going to have a good evaluation come the PDOS time because you're not being much of a team player and administration's starting to take notice. Like, I think that they think that maybe because of your personal life, you're letting it interfere too much with your work.
Okay, good. That was good. And I think that it's good the way you restated it. You kept telling her, getting her back on topic and not bringing it into personality conflict. I think you kept it very professional, and I think that's really good. I know mine was more extreme probably. I'm sure nobody really talks like that. Well,
Well, she
maybe.
kind of does. I'm surprised because she's very resistant, like you did it. You know what? I want to share something honestly with you. Um, I was getting already agitated and upset because you brought me back to that place. You brought me back to that place with her.
Right.
And I try and find my way around having to tell her things without wanting to get physical with her.
Right, right. I think you're doing a really good job. And yeah, we
You,
want to get that stress, we need to get past that point of stress. So I think for just keep working on it with her, and the role play was really good. And I think with that, they'll be